Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're embarking on a truly expansive journey. We're drawing insights from, well, quite a stack of ancient texts. Psalms, Genesis, Job, John, Isaiah, you name it, our mission. To really try and uncover the core insights into the nature of ultimate governance. Who rules, how they rule, and critically, why this foundational order matters for, well, everything.
And what's really insightful as we unpack these is how they seem to fuse concepts we often keep separate, like absolute power, but also unconditional love and unyielding justice, all into a single cohesive system.
A single system, okay.
Yeah, and you find these surprising insights into how these principles are described as active, like right now. Every moment, every place. It definitely challenges how we might normally compartmentalize those ideas.
Right. So for anyone familiar with these writings, the idea of an ultimate ruler probably isn't, totally new. But what's captivating is how these texts describe that rule. Is it just some distant abstract thing?
Well, that's the core message, isn't it? These texts are pretty unequivocal. A single ultimate ruler governs. And his throne isn't just eternal. His reign is described as actively sustaining everything.
Sustaining.
Yes, reaching into every moment, every corner. It's depicted as this omnipresent, intentional governance, not just watching from afar, across all time and space simultaneously.
Okay, wow. So how does this ultimate ruler actually exercise that kind of universal governance? Is it just through, raw power?
It is power, absolutely, but crucially, the texts emphasize its power exercised through righteousness,
Right.
particularly through divine commandments. They consistently show this rule founded on both profound love and perfect justice.
Love and justice together.
Exactly. He's depicted as love itself, but also perfectly just, which means, no favoritism, no sliding scale for evil. His judgments are shown to transcend social status, king or commoner, same standard. It underlines this inherent equality of all creation under his rule.
That's a powerful way to frame it. Justice as an expression of love, not, its opposite. But I think for many people, justice implies severity, maybe punishment. How do these texts bridge that perception gap?
That's a great point. If we look at the bigger picture in these sources, this justice isn't just about, say, simple fairness. It's actually shown as the very mechanism preventing the universe from collapsing into chaos.
Chaos? How so?
Well, the idea is without it, creatures would just, trample all over each other. It protects the vulnerable. It prevents unchecked wrongdoing. So his justice is fundamentally framed as an expression of his love for all creatures. Even judging persistent wrongdoers is part of that protection.
Okay, so justice is protective love. That leads to a key point, though. If the governance is so perfect, why do these same texts talk about creatures having free will? The kind of will that allows for that trampling. Doesn't that introduce the very chaos justice is meant to prevent?
This is where it gets really interesting. Yes, creatures are given free will, but the sources often suggest it's not like a perfect static gift right out of the gate. It's sometimes described as more nascent, maybe incomplete or imperfect, susceptible to error. Even powerful beings like angels could misuse it and fall.
So it's not finished.
Kind of. The real journey, then, is toward its completion. And the texts describe a specific process for that. It's highlighted, particularly in later writings, often symbolized by the cross or revealed through the figure of the Son, as the way this initially incomplete free will can be perfected.
So the commandments, then, they aren't just restrictive rules. They're more like a pathway towards this perfected freedom and a deeper grasp of love.
Precisely. That's a recurring theme. The commandments serve to reveal our need for divine grace. Without them, we wouldn't fully get our own limitations or how much we need the life and love that only this ultimate ruler can provide through that perfecting process you mentioned. They act as a guide, leading us towards receiving that life, completing our free will, and moving towards an eternal existence where love is truly uncoerced, not based on fear.
And judgment. Where does that fit in? It seems like a pretty significant theme in these narratives.
It is significant. Now, the texts often show judgment being delayed. This allows time for free will to operate, for creatures to potentially turn from wrongdoing.
Delayed but not avoided.
Exactly. It's ultimately described as inevitable. And crucially, the sources state only this ultimate ruler who knows absolutely everything, every thought, every circumstance, every hidden motive can truly judge. No creature has that wisdom or insight. We can't see the full picture or the extent of grace given to someone else.
Yeah.
This ultimate judgment, sometimes depicted in prophetic visions like a great white throne, serves to finally eradicate sin from existence entirely. It holds everyone accountable for persistent wrongdoing, ensuring justice is absolutely upheld in the end.
Okay, so bringing this all together, what does this deep dive really tell us? It seems we're looking at a universe described as meticulously governed by an ultimate ruler whose power is absolute, whose reign is eternal. But it's all built on this foundation of unwavering love and uncompromising justice. And the sources present a system, then, where commandments are given, not just as rules, but to ensure right conduct, protect the vulnerable, and maybe most importantly, reveal our need for divine grace to complete our journey.
Yes. And the ultimate expression of this governance, according to these sources, is that act often described as the cross, or embodied in the Son. It's presented as the very means by which creatures can receive true eternal life and their free will can finally be completed, perfected.
Allowing for genuine love and obedience, not just fear.
Right. Moving beyond fear. And while judgment is delayed, it is ultimately inevitable. It's portrayed as the way sin is finally dealt with and absolute justice is maintained, ensuring accountability. And again, only this ultimate ruler, knowing everything, can judge perfectly.
So here's something to think about as we wrap up. What does this understanding, this picture of a universe meticulously governed by both infinite love and absolute justice, what does that suggest about the nature of your own free will and the choices you make within such a profoundly ordered reality?